Well, to my, what was it, 18 or 19 viewers, I'd like to inform you that it seems as if I have captured the attention and the imagination of, well, my entire city. Um, to all those who are viewing right now, I've I've got it firmly in my mind that I totally decided that I'm going to go ahead and try and do something really positive with this, whether they can scoff if they want. I'm sure there are a few who are simply viewing so that they can have more cannon fodder for their gossip, because that's really all they have going for them is gossip and binge drinking and football here. Uh, I don't really I don't really blame them for doing what they're doing, and frankly, they have my forgiveness because, well, they're men are fallible, and people are sheep. So I can pretty much anticipate that they will run with the crowd. They will find comfort and safety in conformity. They probably believe everything that the television and the news tells them, but they are completely and totally on the defensive. And I don't understand why this is. Why it is that they need to reaffirm to themselves that they are good people. Why do you feel the need to keep telling yourself this? And I'm addressing that to them. Why the need to tell yourself you're a good person, that you're good people? You see, I know to be the better of anyone else means you are the worst of them all. If you think you are a good person, you probably walk around treating other people who you don't think of as good people as garbage. And then you just point out, look, when those people, flip out and they crack under all that pressure, that, oh, see, we are good people. You create all your own monsters. All the serial killers, all the rapists, murderers, all these things. You brand a person a felon and you make their life completely impossible. You make it completely impossible for them to do right so that you can go around thinking you're good people because you've never made a mistake. Why are you defending yourselves? Why do you feel that need? You see, I'd be the first to admit that I'm a worthless piece of shit. What's your excuse for being a miserable human being? I'd really like a response to that if you are simply watching just so you can have cannon fodder for your gossip. Oh, yeah, you go ahead and state that freaking, oh, we got things like welfare and freaking SSI and shit, and yet you treat people who are on welfare, who are receiving SSI and things of this nature, like garbage. You're pissed off because your tax dollars have to go to pay for that, and oh, they should just freaking buck up and work like the rest of us. Could you? I would pose this question directly to them. Could you work under such pressure? Hmm? I don't think you could. So I really would go so far as to say that the sheeple in this country really don't deserve the freedoms that they have left. I would point out to them that the Patriot Act was made for patriots, not terrorists, people who believe in this country, in liberty and freedom. It was made to deal with them. Not, we're not criminals, yet they have to monitor our reading habits. They have to scan our bodies before we go into the airport. They have to monitor our telephone conversations. Do you know that the NSA is compiling databases of Marines having phone sex with their wives and girlfriends? Are you even aware of this? No, you're not, because ignorance is bliss and you believe that it would be folly to be the wise. Well, I will take great pleasure in the fact of, I stated myself, if I ever was to start a cult or something, I would walk all of those cult members straight up to the edge of a cliff, ask for their wallet, take all the money out of it, and then point out that they are standing on the edge of a cliff. But they're already on the edge of a cliff, and I seem to have their complete attention, so I would just simply point out that they are standing on the edge of a cliff and let them keep their money for now. Um, I would also pose to them, yes, you point out to me that, this, that, and the other, freaking, all these things you assume, you think that I would be ashamed of these things that you're pointing out? I would point out to you that I'm not. I'm ashamed to call people like you my countrymen. I am ashamed to share the city with people who are so delusional as to think that they're good people while they strip another person of their humanity simply because they have some kind of perceived wickedness or ugliness within that person, and they feel a need to destroy that and purge it from within them rather than offer a hand, offer friendship and offer to try and heal that pain that that person feels within their heart. I know they are incapable of this and that they are not expecting a savior to come charging out of the sky astride some white horse. They are expecting an executioner. I would point out to them that if they are going to seek the destruction of others, they are only going to find it for themselves. I would point out to them that their freedoms are busy being whittled and taken away, and as they use their free speech to basically perpetrate hate, they're finding that lines are being drawn around free speech. They don't even realize that all that really needs to be done is hire a few anarchists to go bust up a freaking single rally, and all of a sudden they are cowardly and gutless enough to swallow free speech zones. They think because they're not seeing it here that somehow they're still free, that things are okay, and that there isn't something horribly wrong. They don't even realize, even though Obama is all over the television, there's pictures of him all over, of him bowing to royalty when he is supposed to be equal to any monarchy. So, you go ahead and believe that the government is on your side and that they are protecting you, because I don't feel any safer. I don't feel safer at all. In fact, I feel like I am at greater risk every time they make some advancement to make you safer. I feel less safe. You fear that big bad terrorist. I don't. I don't fear the big bad terrorist because I know this government has more ability of perpetrating more horror, death, and terror across this planet than any of them. Your apathy is appalling, and you gave me quite a lot of power. I don't like power. And you can go ahead and read into what I'm saying all you like, but that was completely my intention. Whether you understand that or not. I said some of those things because I'm working an angle. Yes, I am wheeling and dealing. You're right about that. But you're wrong about many other things. I don't have the desire to harm or hurt others. I try and stifle that as much as possible. But you are not capable of this, people of this fair city. Since I have your complete and full attention, and you want to go ahead and make me an object of derision and ridicule, I gotta warn you, I'm going to get right within an inch of your hostile little faces. I will not back down. You will expect violence, but that's not what you're going to get. My words are my only weapon. It's the only weapon I want to use. And I'm going to be using it as much as possible. And I'm going to try and make something positive out of this large pile of shit of negativity. So, you go ahead and continue to defend yourself. You keep telling yourself, delusional little fucking heads, that you're good people. I've seen enough of your bad side to know otherwise.